Good morning and happy hump day, everybody. So, if I have a low and high in act of kindness, I would say my low and my high are intertwined. Because my best friends that came to visit are actually heading out today. They're heading back home to Florida where they live. And it makes me sad. It does. I mean, some of my best friends, I haven't seen them in almost an entire year, and they're already heading back home to where they live in Florida. But last night, I did get to spend some time with them at the Illegal Tap House, hence my high. And, do I have an act of kindness? I suppose I would say that my act of kindness is I ran some errands for my grandmother yesterday. That was good. So, yeah, right now, for all intents and purposes, my friends should be preparing to head back to Florida in the coming hours, and I'm sad they're gone. I mean, I had a great time with them on Thursday night the other day. Had a wonderful time with them last night. I'm feeling good. As I should. I didn't mean to make that rhyme, but there you go. So, yeah. I know I should probably wait to talk about this until at least Friday. But I gotta tell you, this month has been pretty damn great. Like, shockingly great. Like, listen, this last August was like the best month of my life. And I knew September wouldn't necessarily hit all the same beats that August would. But right now, I'm getting a month of equal or possibly even greater value here. I mean, when you think about it, the fact that this month kicked off with me going to see Trace Atkins, and then almost a week later I see my friends again, like, that's huge. Oh, actually, not to mention I saw Claudia Hoyser twice. Once for opening for Trace Atkins, and literally the next night after. And then there was my grandma's birthday that we celebrated. Like, oh, and football's back. That's even better. And my Cowboys won. So, it's not like it's happening because today's the 13th. Right? Yeah, today's the 13th. It's not like these things are happening so many days in a row. Like the beginning, yeah, those first 3 days, they were awesome. But I would say I really haven't had any bad days in September, for being honest. But I definitely had, like, worst case scenario so far in September for me, a day has been above average. That's worst case scenario. And in a way, I guess it kind of makes me feel a lot better about my friends going home. Because, listen, I might suffer from depression, but trust me when I tell you, I really do try and look at the brighter side of things. I really do. I've always done that. Although, it kind of makes hearing some of the bad stuff a little more, annoying for me. But if you were to tell me that September was going to be just as good as August, well, I would believe it, but I would still, I would be skeptical. I would be cautiously optimistic about what you said. About you saying that September was going to be this great of a month. And that's the thing. We're not even halfway there. Although, you know what, that does remind me. It didn't even occur to me to try looking this up. But Hot Ones should be coming back maybe next week. And if that's the case, it would mean that this week we should be getting the hot sauce lineup reveal for season 22. Oh. I guess we don't have it yet. That, or I think the good folks over at First Sweet Feast are keeping it a surprise. I can totally see them doing it that way. So, to my knowledge, no hot sauce lineup reveal yet. Although, if they did do or say anything, it would be tomorrow. Come to think of it, in the last month and a half, maybe even more so, the one thing that's been kind of annoying is been the inconsistency in One Piece manga chapters. Because, again, it really has felt like, you know, we've had a chapter, and then we have a break. And then we have another chapter, then we have a break. Then we have another chapter, and then another break. And we have another chapter, and then another break. I'm hoping, like, when One Piece returns this upcoming weekend, the manga that is, I'm hoping we at least get at least a couple chapters in back-to-back weeks. I mean, ideally, I would like to have a chapter every week until 2023 is over. But that's not going to happen. No way. The way I see it, best case scenario, we're going to get about 30 chapters. I think 30 is going to be the magic number. I'm hoping we get more, but right now 30 would be a safe number to bet on to have. Personally, I would hope we get 33 chapters, but for that to happen, I think there would need to be a chapter every single week until the year is over, and I don't quite know if that's going to happen. So there you go. I guess we can talk about last night, what I did illegal. So, well, I didn't actually have dinner, because I had dinner really late last night. Partly because where I went for dinner, if I didn't get it, I would never have it. But I go to Illegal first, and I see my friends, have a good time, and I had a couple of beers. I had this one blueberry peach cider that was really good. And, well, for those of you who don't know, when it comes to beer, for me personally, I really feel as if I'm a cider guy. Like a sweet cider guy. That's just who I am. And I was actually going to Illegal thinking that they had this one apple pear cider that I really like, that I've had before. It's a Keg and Barrel up at Keuka Lake. They didn't have that, but they had blueberry peach. And I was incredibly stunned. It was very good. You know, yeah, I do like peaches, I really do. But they're not really a flavor I immediately gravitate towards if I have an option of flavors in front of me. Like, in fact, I'll be honest, it wouldn't even be the option I would grab if the actual fruit were in front of me. Like, if you put like an apple or a peach in front of me, I'm probably going to choose the apple. And that's not to say I do like peaches, I do. It's just I've always found myself gravitating more towards, you know, I think apples might be the fruit I've had the most in my entire life, if we're being honest. But I'm digressing here. So I had blueberry peach cider, and then I had this one brand of beer called the Left Arm, and it was their pumpkin spice their pumpkin spice beer. It was like a nitro or something. I think that might be my first nitro beer ever, and I tell you what though, drinking this was an experience for me. don't get me wrong, it was a great experience. It was still good. But good God. It was the foamiest looking beer I think I ever seen. I think I had to wait like 10 minutes before it was actually okay to drink. And even then there was still, for those of you who don't know how beer works, and listen, kids are watching, I'm sure they're probably going to learn this at some point. Like, whenever you serve a beer, you're supposed to, or whenever you're serving a beer to someone, especially in a glass, what you're supposed to do is you hold your glass like at an angle, bring it up to the nozzle, have like the glass actually touch the nozzle. You turn on the beer dispenser, and you're supposed to let the beer sort of splash on that side and let it fill up the glass. The reason being is if you were to just do it the old-fashioned way, that beer would be nothing but foam. Beer is a very foamy drink. And they call that foam that's at the top of the glass a head. And let's just say when I got this beer last night, when I first got it, it was all head. Like all foam. It was unbelievable. But over time, I let it sort of dissolve a little bit, and it was good. I mean, again, when it comes to beer, really anything alcohol related, I'm a sweet guy. I am. I know it may not, I know I'm horrible, I'm sorry, but I love sweet things. I do. And that's why, like, for the longest time, stuff like any alcoholic beverages never really, caught my interest. Because, like, the first time I ever had beer, it was actually a Budweiser. Like, the king of beers, a Budweiser. And I mean, first time you have a beer, I don't care what you say, it tastes like canned bread. But I did it. And I can definitely tell you I had a couple of beers last night. Did it very good. So I can definitely say that my taste in beer has gotten a lot better as the years have gone by. And the fact I would like to do stuff in terms of, becoming a sommelier perhaps, like, that kind of interest helps too. So, naturally, I'm glad I had it. I am. Am I going to have them again? I don't know, maybe. I mean, definitely the blueberry peach cider. I would definitely have that again, for sure. So I had a couple beers, hung out with my friends, stayed until about 8:30 because I had to get myself some dinner. I went to Legends last night. That's the place where I sang karaoke for the first time. It was actually a trivia night. Actually, a lot of neat stuff. Like, here's the thing. The questions that they were asking in trivia, my mom always says I should go to a trivia night because I would just clean house if I did. But of the things that they asked at trivia, the only thing I didn't know was, because, like, when you roll dice, like, certain combinations of whatever you get when you roll dice is, like, a name for it. Like, you get 2 1s, that's snake eyes, you know what I mean? I had no idea that 2 6s is called a boxcar. I didn't. I did not know that. But now I do. I mean, again, my mom thinks that I ever went to a trivia night with anyone, I would just clean house. I don't know if I'd go quite that far. I'm sure there's some questions that I wouldn't know or how to answer. In fact, before I left, they were about to do their final question of the night. And they were having, the guy said, what the category was. You make your points wager, and then he asked the question. He gave everyone time to make a points wager, right? And the topic was periodicals. Now, periodicals is a fancy way of saying, newspapers and magazines and such. Like, stuff that you would read anywhere. Like on a plane, or, in your office, maybe get a magazine in the mail, stuff like that, periodicals. Now, me personally, periodicals are definitely something that I would not know how to answer. So, again, I couldn't quite say I'd clean house doing trivia. But I would definitely do pretty good. Plus, I mean, I get that you would need to pay in order to do trivia. But still, like, you should like do trivia and then like you want to, well, I guess let's say that you're a team and you paid like $5 and $5 is added to whatever the pot is, I guess. And you win the pot if you win. So, that's cool. But then again, you know, how much of the pie are you going to get if you're in a team, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking this. So, while I didn't actually get to participate in trivia, you know, I saw a trivia night happening. It was pretty cool, though. Yeah, it was a different experience. It was, and a good one. So, for all intents and purposes, I've been having a great month in September, and it's becoming even better than I expected. I mean, I didn't even talk about earlier how my alma mater Horseheads just won. Oh, I did talk about them on Saturday, but the Horseheads had their home opener. That was awesome. It's just a bit of a shame that now I have to wait this week and next week before Horseheads is home again. But again, not every day is going to be a complete winner. But having days go by in which the worst you could say is that they are above average, that's pretty good in my book. I hope you all like this video. If you like this, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I'm very humble to make this video for all of you guys who watch and enjoy today. Hope we have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Did I say it was Happy Tuesday? Sorry, I'm trying to think over my head. Did I say it was Tuesday earlier? I don't think I did. You know what? I said the right day of the week. I didn't say it was hump day, though. So, it's hump day. Hump day! Yeah. Happy hump day, everyone. But also, I hope everyone has a wonderful Wednesday. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk, channels, we're here to lend you. I'll be back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.